Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping this G about to this vid. This is what's a mistake you learned that you can now help people to avoid. Alright, so they about to drop some gems for us. Hopefully that can help us in our personal lives. I definitely have a couple as well, but here's the thing. I find that most people are very hard-headed. They're very stubborn. You could give people great advice all fucking day, but they have to go through shit themselves. They have to bump their heads themselves and experience it themselves to really have that message just really sink in, for them to really understand the importance of that situation. So I find that a lot of advice just falls on deaf ears, but whatever. We're gonna hear what they have to say. Now let's watch.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
Ooh, so many to choose from. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a doctor on this app, and I help women reclaim their sexy. Because frankly, they deserve it, and so do their partners. The mistake that I made the hard way is being on birth control far too long, and truly not knowing any of the consequences, to which there are a lot. Because while birth control can be a magic cure for you right now, what is it going to be like when you get off of it?
What's a mistake you learned the hard way?
I'm not. That's what you didn't consider, sis. I'm not. I'm taking birth control until the day I die. I don't care about none of the side effects. I don't care about the long term. I need to stay childless for the rest of my life. And this is what's going to help.
That you can now help people to avoid.
Do not get a lip tattoo inside your lip thinking that, it's going to go away, because guess what?
Yeah.
It might not. I've had a very bad word inside my mouth now for over 12 years, and it's not going anywhere. So every dentist that I go to, I have to apologize in advance for what they're about to
What
see.
does it say?
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
Okay.
I took learning the hard way to a bit of an extreme. See, I used to go to the chiropractor a lot as a kid. I thought it was the best. Your back gets out of alignment, your vertebrae gets stuck, and then they crack it and you're fixed. You get another ache and pain, you just go back and get fixed again. And then, get this, I became a chiropractor? I know, plot twist. So I kept going back to the chiro when I was young because I thought I had to. Like, how else would my vertebrae get unstuck or realigned? Funny story, back cracking actually doesn't realign you or set your vertebrae free. Like, it can give you short-term pain relief, and that's great. But again, I kept going because I thought I had to. Did I need to go that many times?
Yeah,
Probably not. Did I need my spine realigned? Probably not. Did it cost my parents a lot of money?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
Do you own cats? Sure you do. Does your house smell like cat? Sure it does. Are you tired of cat litter? Sure you are. I bought this and it was super life-changing. Life-changing, okay? Here it is. So instead of cat litter, buy this instead. It makes your house, it wipes out the cat smell in your house, and it makes cleaning super easy. All you gotta do is scoop up the poop and the hay. Yes, hay. When the cats pee on it, the pellets, these right here, turn into hay, like barn hay. And it literally, hi, that's my cat, literally gets rid of the cat smell in my house. I am so excited I bought this. And it's only $6 freaking for 40 pounds.
Oh, I'm gonna
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
If you have a narcissistic person in your life, this tip is for you. Learn from my mistake. Don't waste your breath trying to tell them you have them figured out. Don't say, you know what, these are all the narcissistic tendencies you have. This is narcissistic abuse. I figured it out. They're not going to listen.
They don't care.
It's really a waste of your breath. Narcissists don't listen to listen or listen to understand. If they do listen, they listen to respond, and they're probably not listening because they think that they're superior and they're right all the time, so why would they need advice from you anyways? And they don't want to listen to you calling them out because it activates their shame and they can't handle that.
And also, not everybody is a narcissist. I'm seeing this word thrown around so much on fucking social media. It's like, you saw a couple of fucking quotes on IG and now you think you got it all figured out, and you know who qualifies as a narcissist and who don't? Shut up. Jesus.
So what are they going to do?
Oh,
They're
that's
going to flip it back
narcissist
onto you.
behavior.
They're going to
You're
accuse you of everything that you've accused them of, and they're probably going to call you narcissistic if you call them that. I called out my narcissistic mother-in-law, and now she goes around telling people that her therapist diagnosed me with narcissistic personality disorder. It just makes the smear campaign worse. It's not worth it.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can...
All right, let's try this again without getting banned. Mind, this is just my opinion and a word of advice. I don't give a damn how long you've been with your boyfriend. Do not move in with him, and do not be giving him raw cookie every time y'all do it. I'll repeat it again. I see too many tweets talking about having raw cookie with one person for the rest of their life. I hope you're talking about your husband. I hope you're talking about your wife. Like I said, I've been with my man for over 3 years, and there's just certain things I won't do. Like, we do not live together. I don't do his laundry. And for the most part, we use protection. You know why? Because I want to be a wife one day, and I need him to see that there is levels to this shit. Men only do what you require them to do. So if you out here acting like a wife without the title, he's never required to give you one. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but the only person...
Why is that a life goal for us as women? Why? If you want to have raw sex and, you know, smartly, if both of y'all have, you know, gotten tested and you get tested on a regular basis, then you grown. Do what the fuck you want to do. You hold now because I'm waiting until you make me your wife one day.
Who is getting raw cookie dough out of me every time we do it is the person who's liable to take care of this baby if one pops out. Is the person who pays my bills, my mortgage. That sounds like a husband. That's all I'm saying.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
There's birth control.
If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness.
Oh, that's deep, brother.
Let that marinate.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
So I work in the financial literacy space, and what I now know is, according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act passed by Congress back in the 70s, you can dispute and remove any and all negative items affecting your credit score, even if you still owe the debt.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid? I'll go first.
Don't get married.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid? I'll go first.
If you're embarrassed by your dreams, they'll never come true. I was reflecting about it this morning because I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Basically, wherever you put your faith into is what you will receive. Growing up, I dedicated my entire life to water polo. I played it year-round. I was on the youth national team. I was on the junior national team. I was All-American in college. And I wanted to become an Olympian. That was my dream goal, and at the end, I was wanting to become an Olympian, but I was too afraid to tell people that. And I can remember now being at a tryout, and there was this one girl who was younger than me, and she was telling me how she wants to go to the Olympics, and I remember being like, who are you to be so brave to say you want to go to the Olympics? And I remember being bashful, being like, yeah, whatever, like, whatever. Guess who's going to the Olympics now? Her.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid? I'll go first.
Getting a car with an interest rate over 10%, rip off. Getting any loan with Santander, they're horrible. Relying on a car lot to give me financing, never do that. Go through your bank or your credit union.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now...
Right, so I thought for the longest time that I didn't have a passion because I wasn't really good at one thing in particular. Nope. A lot of you guys follow me from that skateboarding video. I'm not good at skating. I'm below average, but it makes me happy, so I skate. I am not good at dancing, but it makes me happy, so I dance. If you're not good at painting, but it makes you happy, paint. You do not have to be good at something to enjoy it. Do whatever makes you happy, okay? Okay.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
This may have to be a learning experience for some of you guys, but I had to learn this the hard way. Do not force anything in this life, especially when it comes to human beings, ships. When I say ships, I mean friendships, relationships. Do not force it. If you feel like you're the only person making that relationship work, you're the only one putting time, the only one putting effort, trying to reach out to that person, and they're not giving you the same energy back, let it go. If you feel like you're forcing it, do not. It's only going to make you look sad, pathetic, and desperate at the end. Because honestly and truly, whether people say they're busy or not, what I had to learn is people make time for what they really want to make time for and who they want to make time for. So if you have this person you really like, and they're always saying, I'm a bad texter, I'm sorry, they might not be lying, you know. The thing is, they're not that interested enough to have a conversation with you. If you have to force stuff from the beginning, it's not going to last. So don't beg for anybody's attention. If it's meant to be, it'll be.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
Never under any circumstance co-sign for anyone. I don't care their relationship to you. I don't care how bad you feel for them. As soon as they go down, your credit score and you will go down.
Sis is struggling with her credit. She said, let me help y'all because I've been through it. I feel that. Okay, they had some good points, here and there. I agree with, a lot of what they said. Sorry, I really had to take that call. But I would say my biggest piece of advice is to just stop worrying about shit you have no control over. As people, we have very little control. There is the illusion of control that we think we have, but we really don't. So just focus on your own shit. Worry about your own peace, your own happiness. Stop worrying about what these fucking celebrities are doing. Stop worrying about what is going on in this country or what this person is saying. Because ultimately, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We don't have that much control as people. Our governments will lead us to believe that we have some type of control, but the reality is we don't. It's all a lie. The deeper you dig into this shit, you will come to this dark realization, okay? We're being lied to. We ain't got that much control. Live your life for you, and you'll be at peace. That's all I gotta say about that. I could go deeper into it to clarify what I'm trying to say, but I really gotta go. I'm going out the country tomorrow, and it's a million things happening right now. I ain't even packed yet. Jesus. Anyway, that was probably really vague. Sorry, I can't go into detail. I gotta go. But cool video overall. Hopefully y'all learned something from this. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.